All right, we're going to take a look at how to use loops for some actual chunks of code that have a bit of a purpose, right? And we're not just going to sort of count from 1 to 10. Let's see how these start to get used in programs. We're going to start easy, and then we're going to build up and get to slightly more complicated examples. Here's the first one. Make the user enter a positive number. If they don't enter a positive number, keep asking them, okay? Make it loop, okay? So here we go. I know they're going to have to enter a number, so I'm going to make a variable called num. I'm just going to set it to 0 for now. Now comes the loop to force them to enter. I'm going to use a do loop because the do loop, you guys know, will do the code at least once, right? It says do this and possibly repeat. So what I want them to do, I want them to enter an integer. So enter a positive number. And they're going to enter the number. Now I have to decide whether I make them enter again or not. Now you have to remember this is going to be the while statement, and what I need to do here is I need to put a condition in here which basically reads repeat this code. So basically go back up here again, repeat while this is true. Well, when do you want them to repeat? You want them to repeat when their input is not good, right? For what you want. Now we want a positive number. So if it's not a positive, we need to repeat the code. So while num is less than or equal to 0, we want them to repeat this code. So this sort of makes sense. If they enter 1,000, is num less than 0? No, that's not true. It won't make it repeat, and the code will just continue down and go as normal. If they enter a negative number, well, while num is less than 0, well, that's negative. That's going to be true. Well, repeat while that's true, goes back up, does the code again. Okay, so that's a nice little example, right? How you can use this for some user input purposes. Now, the other thing you have to look at here, which a lot of beginners will do when they're coding, is they might code this inside of there, like that. Now, you'll see right away there's a red line detected by the compiler, and it says, cannot find symbol variable num. It doesn't know what num is. But of course you're sitting there going, well, I just made that variable right there. How could you not know what it is? Well, the rule is this. This is a block of code there, right? Between the highlighted curly braces. If you make a variable inside of a block of code, when you hit the end of that block of code, which is right there, the variable is destroyed, gone. So this while statement is actually outside of this block of code. So num is made, num is set, we reach the end of the block of code, num is destroyed, and so basically num is gone. So what you have to do is that's why this isn't recognizing what num is. So whatever variables you're going to use in your while loop condition down here, you have to make sure those variables are made before you enter the loop. Okay, so that's why I made num up there and not inside the loop. And that's just a rule. Okay, thanks for watching. Keep progressing through these and check out the other examples, right? We're going to build a little harder and harder.